Good morning. Thank you for coming and supporting this community and supporting supporting this teaching person just by showing up. Receive as much as you can. The topic today for this Dharma talk is something I'm talking about all the time. I basically give the same talk over and over and over and over again because you need to hear it. I need to hear it. I need to say it. I need to remind myself. You need to remind yourself. Basic. The title is Receive. Don't reject, or don't reject, receive. But that doesn't mean that some of the awareness or something that's happening in consciousness isn't seeing how you keep rejecting things. As soon as something happens, you reject in so many different ways. You judge it, you evaluate it, you come to conclusions about it. I do it. That's how I know about it. I've been doing it all my life, and I've been here a while. I watch how I just cannot completely receive what's in front of me. This is an awareness practice, my friends. It's awareness. It's about being aware of what's happening. It's not about manipulating, judging. And as soon as you start using your extensive knowledge about what happens, how to do this, how to do that, I don't care if you're a corporate CEO or if you're managing a party store. I don't care what it is. Use your relative knowledge to deal with, control, or manipulate, or adjust, or lift, or lower what needs to be done. Use the situation, not your ideas about the situation. I'll say it again. I had to do that first. Watch what happens and notice how, instead of just relating to what happens in its essence, just a simple appearance of something, you fiddle with it. You push it away, or you'll accept it, but it has to have this kind of a shape or color or texture to it. You keep manipulating everything. Please be aware of this. Otherwise, you're going to torture yourself and blame others for it, for how you feel. You will torture yourself and find some reason for it. How do I know? I do it. That's all I know about it. That's what I'm here to help you with for whatever time I have left in this particular body-mind complex. That's what I'm here to point out to you. You do not have to join my club. I don't have one. I don't sit out there and get out of come from the parking lot and walk into the monastery or leave the hojo or come in here with some idea that I have to really give a really powerful talk. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I never know what I'm going to say. If you know what you're going to say next, you're confused. If you know what you're going to say next, if you're always working out of a plan or a strategy to try to protect some imaginary self, there is no one here. There's no one there. I cannot change how I teach. I cannot be someone else. I had two, maybe more than two, but for sure I had two really, really great teachers. I was so lucky to have that. And you can benefit by what's coming out of this old man's mouth. But you have to receive it, and you have to receive it without knowing what it is. How will that feel? Pardon the nose blowing. Probably confusing. Or maybe as soon as it starts to get the slightest bit confusing, you immediately lay out a bunch of judgments on it so you don't have to experience the confusion. Passion, aggression, ignorance. Passion, aggression, ignorance. You need to be aware of that. Otherwise, you'll continue to spin around and kick your own ass and blame someone else for it. Notice how much we do that? Blaming other people for how we feel. There aren't any others. Those are projections. You cannot see another person anywhere. If you think you see someone else, that's your projection. I can't say, well, stop doing that. I'm saying, see how you do that. Do it with awareness. See how you project onto others. I just went out to the Verizon store with Unio this morning to talk about my phone or her phone or the SIM card and all of that. I can't go into any of that stuff. Don't even need to. But watching what that person is doing, how the person looks who's walking past me over here, how the other clerk, how they're relating to that person, and another person who's window shopping going down this side, another person that comes in and works with this person to try to help her solve the problem that she can't seem to solve with the phone I'm working with, or my phone that she is working with, and observing that. And if there's any conclusions I'm coming to, I'm watching the conclusion. Always, always, always. Receive it right here, not here. If it goes in here, then just look at that. When I say here, you know what I mean, your thinking process. See, should they be doing, should she be doing this? What about this? What about that? What? Receive it. Don't filter anything out, but the process of doing that may need to be seeing how much you keep filtering everything. And just stopping everything from getting into your cage or into your network or into your sorority or fraternity or whatever. This is why we have a powerful teaching like the three jewels: the teaching, the community, and the teacher, or the teacher, the teaching, the community, the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. It doesn't matter. This shows up everywhere. It's necessary to receive what this is. And you do it with your own mind stream. If you feel like you're getting better, not saying that's incorrect, but there's a good chance you're covering something up. Because if you, me, I, this person feels like they're improving, the very nature, this is the very nature of confusion. Not that it's not taught that way. Everything, every moment, every space, every situation, every Verizon store you're in, every Walmart, every bathroom you're in, including your own, is a classroom for you. Learn, receive it. It will not be conventional knowledge. It's not conventional knowledge. It's deep understanding. It's called wisdom. You have to see it. You have to see it, smell it, taste it, hear it, think it, feel it, remember it. You have to do this totally. Everything has to be on receive. The minute you start rejecting anything, what do you do that with that? Receive that you're rejecting, not correct that. I mean, I have to say, don't reject, but I know you can't help but do that. I do it all day long. I just did it at the Verizon store, watching my interaction with how I was rejecting what I was looking at. Not liking how a person looks and really liking how someone else looks, and not liking the way someone's hair looked. Petty thought patterns. Please do not shut those down and try to improve yourself. You try to improve something, it immediately goes right into the seventh conscious or the klesha mind, the paranoid part of the mind, to completely reinforce this person who's on the path, who's getting somewhere. It's just an astonishing understanding, and it can take you all of your life. It can take you the next 15 lifetimes to see this. Start now. You can't leave here. You can't leave someplace you have not arrived. And you have not arrived here. This is an illusion. So therefore, this illusion will come and go and come and go. And what will you do? You'll just be an empty room where the illusion shows up. You need to see it. Don't believe anything I say. Don't ignore anything I say. And certainly don't repeat anything I say. Don't do that. Receive is so hard. It's hard enough just to receive someone spitting at you. I don't mean literally spitting, but somebody's talking to you in such a way that it's like you're listening, but you're kind of getting stuff on yourself because they're getting rid of their shit. They're getting rid of their crap. They're getting rid of how they feel. They're getting rid. They get rid of. It's how we do this. We what it's called outflow. We outflow on to everyone. Sometimes, quite often, the person that loves us is the person that will will receive our outflows better than anyone. So what do? We outflow on them. We blame them. And sometimes it gets very, very intense, right up to the point of view of warfare and hatred. Look closely at this. See eventually the fundamental misunderstanding, which is that we believe there's a self, we believe there's an other, and I'm here. Well, this is, and you're over there, and that seems quite real. It especially when you're receiving, you're listening, you're hearing, you're watching someone, you're watching their motion of their body as they're expressing themselves, as I'm doing. You're watching, you're receiving, and you're endeavoring, if you're hearing me, to not add any commentary onto it. And if you do that, you'll notice how there's some commentary is so knee-jerk or so reactive that you can't help but do that. But if you're endeavoring to hold back a little bit, endeavoring to just make what's important there is observing what's happening rather than controlling what's happening, then you get to see that part of the consciousness that is part of dependent origination, which is why you cannot understand in consciousness what dependent origination is, and you keep trying to do it with your intellect. Pratitya Samutpada cannot be understood with the intellect. I'm not saying you can't get so close to it that you can write books on it. They're all over the place. Well, I don't know if they're all over, but there's half a dozen of them. They may help you some, but what will help you is for you to watch what shows up, watch the way you bring in your part of the dependent origination, blame it, accept it, reject it, do anything with it at all. That's where the awareness needs to show up. So that's where you see the fundamental misunderstanding is that there's no subjectivity. It's unreal. And there's no objectivity. Unreal. There's just consciousness only, and there are no people there anywhere. This is why when you save all beings, if you really save all beings, you see there's no one to save. This is how you save all beings, you bodhisattvas. You have to see it. If you don't see it, you'll continue to think somebody's not being saved, or somebody's not very good at being a bodhisattva, or I'm not being very good at being. It's endless, the kind of judgment we throw at each other and on ourselves. This is about CCC, communicate. In other words, listen a lot. 90% of the time you should be receiving. These things don't produce sounds. They're meant to receive. The mind will come in and try to invent stuff and produce things. Receive, listen, see what's there without adding anything to it. No filter, no scrim, no clouds, just an open sky. Pardon me again.